To G20 News now, as Johannesburg is currently gearing up to host the G20 Summit next week, a major global gathering that will put the city's security infrastructure as well as logistical readiness to the test. And with road closures also expected and heightened safety measures already in motion, many are asking whether Johannesburg is fully prepared for an event of this scale. And to help us further unpack is government spokesperson, Mr. Elijah Mhlanga. So Elijah, it's good to have you with us as of course we now are counting down the couple of days left until the G20. So please take us through the city's readiness ahead of the G20 next weekend. Are all systems in place?
Good afternoon, Alicia. Thanks for the countdown on your screen there. It helps a lot to conscientize South Africans that we are 7 days to the Leaders Summit of the G20 in 2025. We are ready in Gauteng. We are ready in the country. We have been meeting on a regular basis to check on state of readiness in terms of the various aspects of our preparations. Today, as you indicated, there are dry runs that are taking place. Roads have been closed. There are some disruptions that are taking place. We just appeal to our citizens in Gauteng to understand that we are doing this as part of our preparations for the arrival of our guests who are attending the G20 events. We have prepared in terms of security, we have prepared in terms of our infrastructure upgrade, but we've also prepared our venues and our roads. We are confident that the event can happen and that the next 7 days will help us to iron out all the missing items that we still need to do.
Well, I've been a witness to some of the upgrades there, Elijah. I've seen a lot of course, traffic lights that hadn't been in operation for quite some time are back in full swing now. Look, there's also the issue, of course, of the current cleanup campaign by the city. We have seen the removal of some of the illegal street traders and making it safer and making Johannesburg, in fact, a safer space. How will the COJ then continue with these efforts in order to maintain the law by all inhabitants of the city? Talk to us about those long-term plans, Elijah, in this regard.
Premier of Gauteng, Panyaza Lesufi, indicated and repeated this fact that the delivery model that we have adopted now as part of the G20 preparations is going to continue. He has been chairing meetings every week with mayors of all our 11 municipalities as well as the MECs in the government of Gauteng to check on progress, to check on the various aspects of service delivery, including the waste management as well as the beautification projects. All of those things are going to continue beyond G20. All of those things we should take as a benefit of having hosted the G20 in South Africa, which has also given us an opportunity to attend on an urgent basis to some of the delivery pressing matters that we had been planning to attend to, but there was no impetus for us to attend to them in a manner that we have now been able to do. So we have learned something that we are going to sustain as the leaders of the G20.
And how will you then be managing the rumored protests that have been doing the rounds, Elijah, that seek to be demonstrating their grievances, particularly at the upcoming G20? Is the city ready for that as well?
Oh, we are. It's the city and the rest of the government. Remember that with events such as this one, where you have the convergence of some of the world's most influential leaders in one place, it's bound to attract protests because in every part of the world, there are groups that are not satisfied with one thing or another. So we have learned from what has taken place in other parts of the world. Remember, at this time last year, we received the G20. We had time to study what has taken place in all the countries which have hosted the G20. So we know what to expect. Our counterparts who hosted it last time also gave us a brief in terms of what we need to do to prepare. So we are not unaware. We know what to expect. So the security deployments have been done to ensure that we are able to address any concerns that may arise. If there's a protest, there's space for it. This country's constitution guarantees it, except that we expect those that are involved in the protest actions to do this within the ambit of the law, because we don't want them to find themselves on the wrong side. There will be heightened security, there will be heightened law enforcement, so people just need to obey the law while they also exercise their right to protest. We are going to keep on checking on the state of readiness in that regard, because we don't want to be surprised, but we are prepared in terms of protecting the environment where the G20 will be taking place.
And a very quick one, and in closing there, Elijah, talk to us about what is the city specifically requesting, as well as government, I suppose, in terms of compliance by everyone residing or trading within the city during this particular time.
Well, during this time and any other time, in fact, we need to just go back to adhering to our bylaws. Yes, the city is there to enforce bylaws, but we also need to respect the boundaries that have been set in the CBD for trading, or anywhere else in Gauteng for that matter, where you are not supposed to trade, do not trade. We also had illegal taxi ranks; those have been closed. We have been working very closely with our social partners in the taxi industry, who have understood the need for us to begin to respect the bylaws. So we are doing that across the system. The city of Johannesburg has indicated that they will continue with bylaw enforcement. City of Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, and all other municipalities have also been urged to bring order in the central business districts, because we need that for businesses to continue, for lives to continue, and for us to be able to run a government that is based on law, as based on respect, as well as bylaw adherence. So all of those things, we urge all those who are trading to respect the boundaries that have been set by the different municipalities.
All right, we're going to leave it there, Elijah. Thank you so much. Best of luck with all those plans. That was Mr. Elijah Mhlanga there. He's the Gauteng Government spokesperson on the city of Johannesburg's readiness ahead of the G20 that takes place next weekend.